Yeah, so let's start the conversation. First of all, ma'am, we just wanted to know something about you, like what is your background, and I think your some of the person joined the conversation. So first, we just wanted to know something about you, about your background, and how you imagine to write this book.
Yeah, actually, firstly, I would like to thank you because, you have made this possible. And of course, the publishing, Evincepub Publishing, and you're the Rise Inside. And this was a long dream for me to publish a book. It was somewhere there in my mind that. I have to publish whatever I know because I've been in academics for such a long time and I've been teaching image consultancy and counseling psychology for almost 17 years now. And prior to that, I was in the airline. And somewhere I think I had read it was a quote which said that a lot of people. Have so much of knowledge and they are actually not able to document it. And I think that kind of stayed with me, and I felt that whatever I know, whatever I can, in whichever way, I must put it down in a book. And of course, we've also put it on a lot of online platforms, so it is going to be there, and it is accessible to all our Indians and abroad as well.
Yeah.
That's
So actually, for that, I just wanted to congratulate you first of all.
thank
Like now, the book is available worldwide for more than 150 plus countries for the all the our readers.
you.
And we just wanted to take like now almost 900 people join this conversation. So that is the huge number, and it is increasing. Okay, due to like I have also shared. So the my first question is that about the title of the book. Like the title of the Unbroken is a powerful and evocative. Okay, can you explain what it means to have a unbroken psychological foundation and what is the most common form of brokenness observed in your 17 years as a image management image consultant?
Hmm. So, Unbroken basically is, I gave the name of this book Unbroken because psychology and image management, I felt, had to be fused together. And it's only then you are able to actually have a, a personality or your image or your projected image, which is going to be very, very strong. Otherwise, image management in its own ways just covers appearance, behavior, and communication on a very superficial level. And Unbroken, if you look at it from the psychological point of view, it is a very comprehensive mental and emotional well being. You have to have a very, very good sense of self. You have to be very resilient. And these are some of the traits that is required to build a personality. And in my career as an image consultant and counseling psychologist, I have actually seen a lot of brokenness. So I've seen people dressed up very well. But at the end of it, there has been something about their micro expressions that has not been able to reflect what their outside is communicating. So I've had brokenness in terms of trust issues, and there has been isolation. I've seen emotional numbness. I've also seen destructive behavior. And the biggest one that I've seen is people are not able to regulate their emotions in the way that they should be, especially when it comes to presenting themselves. So it was a title that matched with whatever I was doing so far. So that is the reason I gave this title to the book.
Okay. And also, I just wanted to discuss about the cover as well. So, the designing of the cover and behind that, what is the story you think to for the cover, ma'am? Actually, it is a very good, so that is why I'm asking that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this cover, actually, I have given it because we are firstly, let's just talk about my academy, where I've given the logo here, because the academy has been around for almost 17 years. I founded it in 2008, and of course, the title Unbroken and the role of psychology in your image management has come because of all the work that I have done and what I have seen. So it was a title that I wanted to get across to people, that there is psychology also in your image management. It is not a frivolous thing. It is not that you get people, dress them up. And that is what I had seen when I moved to India in 2011, where image consultants were just utilizing the rules and regulations of image management and
yeah,
officially using it.
yeah.
The colors,
I
of course.
just, yeah, I just take a moment and just want to congratulate you for that. Like almost 1,400 people join the conversation. So that is the huge number. Uh, yeah, so let's continue the conversation and explain about something what you are doing about the cover designing.
Yeah, and the colors, of course, are my company colors. The purple reflects royalty. It's a very deep color, and orange is basically joy. It gets a lot of happiness, and of course, it is definitely a mental health book, psychology, because it not only will tell you a lot of aspects of what is image consultancy, but it is also got a lot to do with psychology. And of course, I've given my picture because I think a lot of people like to put a face to a book, like who has written this, and I didn't want it to be inside. So this is just some little bit of design that came into my mind, and like a clean background which is white. And behind, of course, I've given the blurb as to what this book is going to be all about. It's very interesting. So do buy your book and take a look at what it says.
Okay, that's a great. So with that, I just have one more questions about the core concept of the book. So you argue that image management is essentially a branch of applied psychology. This is actually a bold claim that challenged the entire industry. And so, what is the movement or a case that convinced you to perspective was essential about that?
Okay, so I have, yes, I've made a very bold claim by saying that image management is a branch of applied psychology, because applied psychology, if some of you viewers who are here and they study psychology, or they are psychologists or working in the mental health field, you will realize that applied psychology actually takes a lot of evidence from social psychology and from organizational psychology, and those practical skills are used in real life to help people. So similarly with image management, we also use a lot of science and practice to change the perception of what others might have of you or your organization or the establishment that you are working with. So that is also an application of self-perception and impression management, and also a lot of self-help that you would do with image management. And I have seen in my sessions where I have done or helped people with job interviews, with the corporates, with the political parties, with the legal settings, and with lawyers, they all use the psychological aspect of psychology and of image management. So, for example, when we have, like, say, a training whereby we are training people for interviews, so in that, we definitely groom them from outside, but we also make sure that they are communicating the right thing, like I would train somebody to compliment the interviewer about the organization very authentically, and also make sure that the person is reflecting the accomplishments that the person has done. So there is definitely self promotion that is involved in it. Now, this is not going to happen just by dressing up for the job interview. Even at workplace, the moment you dress up, there is like a halo effect. People will immediately start thinking that you are a credible and reliable person. That is the same that happens in politics. They have a narrative that they form. They have various medias that they cover, that are covering them, and there is a storyline that comes in, and then an image is formed. Even in legal settings, if you have seen any courtroom dramas, everything is got to do with psychology. The right pace, the right words that you are going to use, it can actually change the decision uh, of a certain case that is going on. It is that powerful. Maybe I could give you something. You should read about the mushroom murders, what happened in that. It had all to do with psychology and image management.
Okay, so that is the great example. We just wanted to know something about that. You called about the mushroom, something that. So we just wanted, like, we are not aware about this concept. Actually, for most of the people, this concept is totally new, and that is why your book becomes so interesting. And all I think all 1,000 plus people just wanted to know something about like what inside we are going to read. And first of all, we just wanted to know the concept over the mushroom topic you just shared with us.
Yeah, so this example that I gave, it is, you could probably watch it as a documentary. It's called Mushroom Murders, where this person is actually emoting a love story, and it actually leads to changing of the whole decision by the people that are hearing it. So why I brought this up in very short gist is because psychology has a lot of role to play in your day-to-day life also. The way you communicate, the way you are behaving, micro expressions, your body language. This is all to do with psychology. And even the appearance part of it, which is there in my book, because I've divided the book into three aspects, which is appearance, behavior, and communication, which is a part of a personality. So I have put across in that why to take place if you do certain things. So all the topics are given according to the ABC, that is appearance, behavior, and communication.
Okay, so then apart from that, we have some more questions on the part of psychological mechanism, which we got from our team after reading your book. That the concept of the shadow self. First, we just wanted to know something about the concept of the shadow self. Then I'm asking some questions with you regarding that.
Yeah, I'm very glad that you've asked me this question, because I think that is one of the most important aspects, which I think a couple of months I was promoting that. And I think everybody has to do it, because shadow self is basically all the suppressed emotions, your limitations, your weaknesses that you keep to yourself. Now, you may be aware of it, but it is so deeply embedded in your unconscious that the outer performance that you are doing is actually based on this shadow. But a normal layperson will not be able to understand why a person's behavior or communication is of a certain way. right? So we work a lot on your unconscious, right? And from there, we take out things that you probably may not uh, even believe.
Mm.
And it has different techniques which we use. And after we use these techniques, you are able to understand why certain actions that you do or certain ways in which you communicate is working for you or it is not working for you.
Okay, so that is so. Apart from that, we also got a one questions about this shadow self. So how do you like? How do you guide someone to identify and integrate their shadow aspects without de-establishment their professional persona, ma'am?
Yeah. So what happens with shadow work is that the emotional triggers, which you have suppressed for such a long time, uh, they can actually, if you're not careful, they can suddenly, burst out, especially in the counseling sessions when we are conducting these sessions. Now, if somebody is coming for shadow work, what we do is that we create a very safe environment first. The first thing that we do is a needs analysis where we try to talk to the client, and we have certain set of questionnaires and questions that we ask them so that the person is able to trust the environment, right?
Okay.
After, course, we have to get into their limiting beliefs, their emotional triggers, and a lot of self reflection is also taken care of when these people come for the counseling sessions. After that, of course, whatever is there in a person within themselves, we do not eliminate that. We actually try to work alongside with those emotions which are not working for the client. And of course, shadow work is not always about negative emotions. There are many times, and in many cases, I have seen that a lot of people disown their positive traits also because of fear of being judged or because of the social norms. So,
Mm.
as a psychologist and an image consultant, it becomes a prerequisite for me to guide these people so that their outer appearance also becomes aligned with their inner selves.
Okay. So is this concept is also available in the book? Like if someone wanted to explore more about this concept, so is it available in the book as well?
Yes, yes, I have
Ah.
mentioned it in the book.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
uh,
So
definitely there. You can read up more about it. Now, I also just want to. It's not like a warning or anything like that, but because I have been, in the academic field for such a long time, it is. Of course, very good to go and explore Google, and now we have AI, and you get all the information. But what a book can give you, it's all accumulated information which will make sense to you, while if you go on Google, you're just going all over the place. So I have narrowed it down and I have written it in a language which is very, very easily understandable, and you will be able to apply it as well.
yeah, so I think in the Google the information are so broad. So if someone wanted to know something about the real concept of the image management, it is very difficult to understand. And you have just covered all the things under I think a 400 pages, and actually this is a very great. And also that once I am reading the book, I found that you have divided the book in three parts actually. So first of all, we just wanted to know about these three parts. Then we are going to the move forward deep inside the concept of that parts as well, ma'am.
Sure, sure. So, like I mentioned earlier, also that it's divided into appearance, behavior, and communication, which is the ABC of image management. So, and under each topic, I have given, like in appearance, we have spoken about wardrobe, we've spoken about a little bit of makeup. We've spoken about hair. We've spoken about the color analysis. I'm an expert in color analysis. So, and I've been doing it for a very long time. It's extremely important. And it's not just the colors that you wear, it's actually you have to get it into harmony with everything that you're wearing, right? So that is definitely a part of my book. In the appearance section, we also talk about prints and patterns. We have spoken about workmanship, that is very, very important. So the topics which are given in the book and divided into three areas, they are very, very different topics, and the content of each topic is also very insightful, because it's all written from whatever I have done and whatever I have seen. So there's a lot of case studies also which actually happened at TI, the Image Academy. I've just changed the names and I've given examples of that. The second part, which is the behavior, which has got a lot to do with behavior analysis, the general way in which you may be operating in group dynamics, the way you, behave with an individual, the way that you may behave in a professional setting, the way you may be behaving in a social setting. So under that also, there are a lot of very, very interesting topics with real case examples, and you will be able to understand communication. I think a lot of it has come from the kind of people who wanted to learn communication, especially for social settings, whereby we have gone into group dynamics, we have gone into conversational skills. We've also spoken about the confidence building, especially when you are speaking, because I think communication part is the one that I used to get a lot of calls on, that we really want to speak good English, and we
Yeah.
want to know how to be confident while we are speaking. So these three areas I have covered it. And I've also given a lot of Indian cultural nuances to it. So please do read these three topics.
Yeah, so one of the topic like the case study is actually very good, and when while we are reading the case study, it feels like that so much efforts you have put on the book. Apart from that, all these three topics, ma'am, which topic is your favorite, personal favorite?
Hmm. My personal favorite. I think my personal favorite is always something that I give where it has got to do with practicals, So, of course, appearance, behavior, and communication. But there is a last page that I have given, and it also deals with a psychological concept. I do not know whether I should say it right now, or I should let people, pick up the book and see the last page. Because for me, theory, of course, you have to know the theoretical aspects of a book, but till the time you do not practice it, and I've given a psychological concept as to why I want that certain thing to happen. So I really, that's my
Yeah.
favorite, actually. Yeah.
So let's make a suspense about the last page, what is in the book, and the people should read the book, then they will know about that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah. So I take a moment and share something about the book. Like if someone wanted to buy the book, they just go to the Amazon, search the name of the author or name of the book with the author. Then you can easily find the book whenever you are in India, or if you are in out of the country as well. The book is available worldwide. You just search the name of the author, and you can find it on the first page of the Amazon. Then just buy it and read the last page till the last page actually, and share your feedback in the Amazon and with the ma'am on Instagram. uh, then there is a one more interesting topic I just wanted to discuss with you about your personal background, like your experience spans in military background, aligned industry as a flight crew, and now a psychology and image consulting. So how did the diverse experiences shape your understanding and authenticity versus performance then?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's uh,
Diverse, actually, it's a very diverse background, I can say. So,
yeah.
we just wanted to know something about you on that as well.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yes, it's I never thought of it like that. Actually, I did. I felt it just kind of had this rippling effect on the various things that I have done. But yes, it is a diverse background. But I think there is a little bit of alignment in all the things that I have done. Like I come from a military background. My dad served the Indian Army. I have two brothers. One of them is serving Indian Army, and unfortunately, I lost my younger brother. He was a martyr. He was killed in action. So he sacrificed for the nation, of course. And I joined the airline, which is I started my career with Jet Airways. Then I went on to Gulf Air, and then to Singapore Airlines, and then of course psychology and image consultancy. But in all the background that I've had, I've always dealt with human behavior, human communication. So whether it was the military background, whether it was the airline, or whether it is the image consultancy and counseling psychology right now that we are doing,
Yeah,
so there is a alignment here of social context. There is challenging assumptions, and of course there is self-reflection in all the three backgrounds that you have just said. Now, social context, because I have mixed around with different people, different nationalities, and I have come to understand that whatever we think, whatever we are thinking, or whether the way that we are brought up is completely different from the various social contexts that I have been to. So it only gives you a lot more space to have self discovery and to have self growth. And I think from the very beginning, from my military background to what I am today, there was always this curiosity to grow. And I think that is where the whole link comes in. And I'm still continuing to think as to what next after this book.
yeah,
So yeah, it has helped all the diversity. But like I said, that there is a line that also attaches it all together.
yeah. So I think after the this book, I have heard some rumors that you are planning to do a one more book in the same concept. So, like after reading this book, many readers ask this questions like when they will be getting the next part of this book.
Hmm. Yes, I do have plans of doing another book, definitely. It is going to be a companion to this book. Definitely, because
Which
like
is related to this book only, or like you are planning something else apart from this book?
Uh, no, it will be related to this book. So, like I said, that I do believe a lot in practicing, in doing things. This, of course, is a theory, and you must master it if you really want to be successful in your life. It has got some really, really good psychological concepts, which, when I was writing, also baffled me. I was like, okay, this is something that I learned from this particular client or from this particular workshop that I did in an organization, and this is what I have learned, and I've put it all in the book. So the book that is going to follow this is definitely going to be a book which is going to help you to retain all the knowledge that you are going to take from this book.
Yeah, so that is actually pretty. Apart from that, ma'am, I have some questions about your TIA Image Academy as well. Like the TIA, the Image Academy has been your platform for I think 17 years.
Yeah.
If I am right. So, what patterns have you noticed in how the image failures manifest differently across the industry than a personality types?
Hmm. So yeah, I have been in this industry for 17 years, and I worked in Southeast Asia for a very long time, and I moved to India in 2011, and I've been conducting a lot of workshops and trainings for corporates and a lot of individual clients as well who come to me. The example that I can give you uh, for for the image manifestation that could be taken into account, where the person is can actually damage their image is I remember I was doing this workshop for a company, and I we do like a lot of role play, and we do a lot of worksheets, and there is a lot of puzzles and things like that. So I do remember, there was this whole audience. So I got like about four people from the audience, and this is, of course, I'm relating it to the personality types. And when I talk about personality types, we are talking about the leadership. Let's talk about leadership, because that is something that I also get a lot of inquiries about, that we want to have good communication, we want confidence, we want a leadership style. So what I did is I did this role play where we made four people into different leadership styles, right? So there was one person who, of course, we dressed them up, and we made him to be a very humble leader, very transparent leader, and we got them to speak about it. And the second one was a very arrogant leader. The third one was a very charismatic leader, a visionary. And the last one was a very risk averse leader. Okay.
Okay.
So, in the first instance, of course, the humble, transparent leader is the one who is very easy. He will apologize, he will look after the concerns of people, and and very, very humble in his attitude. The second leader, like I said, was someone who's very arrogant. He would not want to budge from whatever his beliefs and value systems were. And the third one was charismatic and a visionary, but not a very practical person. If you have to be a charismatic or a visionary leader, then you also have to take a lot of practical skills into
Yes,
account,
yes, yes.
vision like that, right?
Mm.
And of course, the fourth leader was a risk averse leader. So he would only be talking within his own internal environment, and would not say anything outside, which actually led people to believe that he was hiding something, right? So, hands down, when we went and we took the votes from everyone, hands down, of course, the leader who was transparent and who was humble actually won the votes of a lot of people. So you tend to fracture your own image when you go outside the norms of what is supposed to be universally prevalent, like a transparent and a humble leader. So this is
Okay.
a very, very good example of the question that you have asked, because this was a real role play that we did for one of the corporates.
Okay. So apart from that, ma'am, like you served as a in a military as well. So is that like you parallelly start this company of the image management, or like it's just a separate things? Like once you complete the military services, then you just dive into the image management, AI image academy.
So I just want to correct you here. I'm just a Fauji kid, just a military kid. I do not,
Okay.
I'm not served the Indian Army. It's just my father was from the Indian Army, and I of
Okay.
course have a military background because we grew up in a military background, which was extremely disciplined, and we had to follow a lot of norms and. Your query is to do with the military background, whether it has any kind of implications on what I'm doing currently. Is that your question?
No, no, like once you start like TIA Image Academy, okay, so is this your first step to the industry, as a professional background, or you done something else before that as well?
Yeah, of course, I did study. So while I was flying with Singapore Airlines, of course, the military background I'm talking about prior to that, like I was a young kid, then I went into my college, and then of course I joined the airlines, the three airlines that I worked with. So after few years of flying, I did realize that my interest did lie in a lot of other things as well. So I went to do my mass communication to the US, and I actually wanted to become a defense journalist. I did come back to Singapore because that was my base at that time. But I think that time Singapore was not very open to other nationalities to join their media. So I did not pursue that further. I did try for NDTV, but I didn't get very good response. So what I did is I went on to study further for image consultancy because that is something that was emerging at that time, and I felt that that was also one part of my personality, which I was reflecting it while I was flying. Because we need to be glamorous, we need to be current, we need to be updated with everything. So that is something that came by, and I studied for this image consultancy and psychology. So
Okay,
that's
so
how it to being.
yeah, so now I understand. So apart from that, I just wanted to give a thanks to the all the 200 people who are still listening us and the conversation.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Yeah, so it means like that almost 200% like the conversation and they are still with us. So the book part and your background parts is almost done. I have some more questions on the practical applications as well. Can you walk us through the process of someone discovering their psychological fracture? That gap between who they and who the project and the first step towards healing it.
Hmm. Okay, now this is a very interesting question, and I think this whole image fracture is something that I've mentioned in my book as well. This is basically a gap between who you are internally and what you are projecting outside. Now, if you continue to do that, if you are not true to yourself and you continue to do this, where you're projecting this image which has no link to what you are inside, right? That is when the fracture happens. And that is what I call the fracture, the gap between who you are internally to what you are portraying. So we do have to portray a certain image. Of course, that's something which is also required, but it cannot be completely different from who you are. Now, how it happens is the fracture happens when there is some kind of a triggering event, right? Um, you don't get your promotion, or you are not able to get through an interview of a job that you want, and suddenly you step back and you start thinking, that this triggering event has caused a certain emotional conflict within you. Now, whenever there is a emotional conflict that is within you, a slightly evolved thinking person is going to step back and start questioning why something like that has happened, right?
Okay.
And
So
then what happens is the person starts thinking about doing something to get over this. So the fracture is basically what I've mentioned is in the book is to do with this. Now, how do you heal it is basically very, very important. The self awareness, which has already come in the person because of a triggering event. Then, at the same time, of course, you have to be very compassionate to your own self. Then, of course, you try to find out a professional who can guide you to get yourself back and to align your projected image with your inner self, because that is something which I think, as an image consultant and a counseling psychologist, I would think that this is the pioneer book that has come out. And probably I'm the first person who has fused image consultancy and counseling psychology together to prevent this fracture from happening to people.
yeah, so I think you are the one person who write a book on this concept, and
Yeah.
actually this is a very unique concept. And before that, I also even don't aware about the image management and think about it as well. So then I have one question: if someone who has prepared everything for the interview but not prepared in their dressing sense or image management properly, so so is that there is a reason that he has been not selected and someone is selected in the interview? So is this like, if someone wanted to know about their image management, like if someone wanted to know something about himself, that how he should be manage their clothes, okay, and yeah, the face as well, makeup as well, tone of the faces, so how this can be worked, ma'am, if someone wanted to learn from you, so what is your suggestion on that?
Okay, yeah, that's also a very nice question, because I have sat on the panels of a lot of companies. I could name one company, which is ISP, which is in this was in Hyderabad, where we had to go to select people for their campus placement. And let me tell you that it is not only in this industry, but it is all across. Because what we do, I was presiding there as a counseling psychologist and an image consultant as well, with a lot of other people also there on board. Um, we take academics as a default. We believe that everybody gets an education. At least most people will get an education, and that is the reason why they have come, because that is all there in the advertisement about the academics. But we don't really see your CV. We are not interested to know what you're doing. We are interested to know whether you look the part and you feel the part or not. And that is where the selection is that is when the selection is done. So it is very, very important for everyone to dress up, take the help of an image consultant, or somebody that you know. I'm not only saying me, but I'm just saying that today the image consultants are there. They are not there just for the celebrities, but we are there for our regular people as well. I want to see people successful when they go to for this job interview, and dressing is extremely important. The way you talk, the way you behave, if you are not making uh, the members on board comfortable, then it gets very, very difficult. So it is not the CV at all.
Okay. So, the if someone wanted to learn from you or the from the TIA Image Academy, so how they can able to connect with you, ma'am, directly?
Yes, I'm based in Mumbai, and I've got my setup here, so you can definitely approach me if you do buy the book, which I think you should. Everything is given here, my email, and we are based in Mumbai, and you can also. Contact me if you are outside of India, or you are outside of Mumbai, because we do a lot of online classes. We have offline, online, and hybrid mode. So, the services are available to everyone. We have associate trainers. If you specifically want to learn it from me, I am definitely there. So it is not that just because I have founded this company, I haven't given given it out to people. I'm personally also there to see that you are taken care of.
Okay, so like I think once someone read the book, they should definitely try to approach you, want to learn something more about that. And I think, as per the rumors, your second book also helps the people to dive more about this book, this the concepts of the book, which is like the three parts you had divided: behavior and communication and appearance. So that is also I think we will be going to find a deeper concept in your next book, as per the my assumptions.
Yes, definitely. I mean, the next book that is going to come out, which I've already mentioned, that it is a companion to this book. And it will definitely dive deeper into all the concepts that are explained here. There's a lot of, knowledge retention that is going to happen with that. There will be a lot of self discovery because it is going to be all about practical applications. So definitely, the next book is going to be something which is a companion to this book.
Yeah, so actually we are expecting, because once we complete the reading of this book, then we have a lot of questions about these all the three concept. Even we request like to you that you had to write a different three books on these three topics, so that we know aware about this concept more. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I am definitely trying to write a book which will give attention to all the three topics. It may not be three different books, but it will definitely be one book in which all the three topics will be given. And like I am repeating myself, but it is definitely going to be a practical application. This is theoretical. You have to understand the theory, and then you have to make sure that you take the other book to apply it, because there is no point in reading books or just knowing the theory. You
We
also
have to do.
to make sure that you are doing your exercises and you are going and actioning it out. Otherwise, of course, it doesn't really help. But this book is definitely going to give you a lot of insight.
Yeah, it means like that we have to take some practical approaches as well. Then we will get some benefits from the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks to the people who is still join the conversation. Then we are just ending the conversation, but we have some questions. I just have some questions in some of the part of emotional topics as well. So like your dedication speaks of passion, profession, and love, and a heartbreaking humanity. Okay,
Right.
so there is a real emotional weight there. How much of your own journey becoming unbroken is reflected in this book?
Ah.
Actually. this is the good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Um, Yeah, I mean, yes, some people have gotten the book, and some of your team members as well, and a lot of my friends who have purchased the book, they have told me that there is a lot of emotional weight in your book. Is there something that it comes from your personal life as well? So, yeah, definitely. 17 years of diverse background, like you were telling me, I definitely have put a lot of things that I have experienced myself. And at that time, in that journey, the 17 years of journey, what I know today, I did not know at that time. And at that time, my peers somehow knew all these things, and they were pretty aware about it. So, it only aroused my curiosity to learn more about certain things that I was not aware about. So this book is basically about survival. It is about resilience. It is about enduring a lot of things personally as well. And I make sure that even in my training programs and in my workshops, whatever I train, or whatever I teach, it basically should stem from the real world examples. So whatever you read in the book, whatever case studies that are there, it is all that I have experienced, and also a lot of things that I've experienced in my life, which I've put it there. So there is definitely an emotional arc to my book, and a lot of personal journey that I've taken myself, and I definitely wanted it to be out there so that I could help others.
Okay, so that is the concept now I understand about yourself as well as an author.
Yeah.
Ma'am, then there is a one more question on emotional topic. Okay, so you encourage readers to make it high wire exhalating life. Okay, so that is not a typical self-help language. What do you mean by this actually? And why is that image of high wire balance important to you?
Right. Yeah. So this, just looking at the book, and I'm just
Mm,
saying that yes, I put it in my dedication, of course, and I think I have just used it as a metaphor, as a
mm,
metaphor, because have you ever seen, have you ever seen those people who walk on the wire, right? On the rope, or I mean, here I've given it as high wire.
mm.
Um, they have a very, very mindful presence.
Actually, this is a very bold topic. High wire, the word is also a very bold topic, I
Yeah,
can say.
it is
Yeah,
a metaphor, definitely,
yeah.
and basically being used, it has been used to motivate people that, yes, have a high wire, it's one life, live it. So it was basically taken from where you see these people, they have such a mindful presence, they're only focusing on what is there at that time, the present moment, right? There is definitely a calculated risk that that person is taking, while walking on that wire.
Yeah.
There is there is there is a life that they are leading, which is full of thrill, right? So why I have used this is basically because of all these things, that once you read the book, it will motivate you to be in the present moment, to actually, seek the thrill in life. But at the same time, you must have a balance. You must have a balance, because any kind of risk taking can be dangerous as well. So when you read this book, it will give you give you a lot of vision to see your life in a very, very balanced way. And
Mm.
that is probably one of the reasons that I have used that to motivate everybody, that Life is one, and we must live it in the present moment and be very focused in what we are doing.
Yeah, so one of the author is also like author Deep, I think, is also very interested in the concept which you are sharing in this video. Actually, the high wire is also a bold concept. Along with that, this concept attracts the people to read the book at least once in their life.
Yes,
So,
definitely it is.
mhm. And yeah,
Yes.
while I am reading the book, I found this kind of lot of bold concept. Okay, and some of the concept is also which is just different from the other books. Yeah,
Hmm.
that thank you for to author Deep that it is saying that it's a really amazing. So we request to the author Deep that if he has read the book, share your the review with the ma'am and show through your Instagram or the Amazon. We would like to get a feedback from you. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him that I buy a lot of his books also, Deep Trivedi, right? I in fact have two, three of his books, and I think he's a wonderful writer himself. So if I'm so happy that he has bought my book, and I do hope that he gives me some kind of a feedback and he likes my books.
Yeah, I think he's saying that sure. I think he will be going to buy the book, read the book, and share the feedback.
Sure,
And
thank
thank you. Yeah. So then I have some more questions. Okay, some of the last questions I have on a
you.
your future visions. Like, do you see psychology being infused with image consulting, becoming the like new standard in the industry? What needs to change for that? What to happen?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, See, I have now got this book out. Okay, it's a very unique concept. I mean, I don't think anybody thought of it. In fusing psychology with image management, and whatever questions that you have asked prior, I've also given you the reason. You know,
yeah,
so obviously, there is a deep research that has gone into it, and a lot of constant thinking that, okay, whenever I would do image management, I would think, oh, but this has also got to do with psychology. But, people come with their own perception, with their self image, and we just kind of pull them and we say, okay, wear this and wear this and wear that. And just, okay, we'll do this. And you can just move out like that, or we'll do your wardrobe and but people come with their own self perceptions also. They have their own values and belief systems. So if you do not understand that, and you just take the person and dress them up in whatever has come out by the rules of image consultancy, then I think there is definitely the image fracture that you're talking about. But
mhm,
when you understand the person, I mean, in my case, I definitely do a needs analysis. I understand the person and or people or the organization. If I'm working for a corporate, then I go and I meet all the employees and I do a needs analysis, and then I get back to the corporate and the organization and tell them that this is the kind of training you will need, which is infused with psychology as well. Now, this is not a universal standard practice that is happening in India or anywhere in the world. I have done this, and that is the reason why I have come up with this book, so that all the image consultants, psychologists, corporates, and everybody can read this book. And the changes that will be required is that there will have to be a standardized training and certification program, right? You will have to see the demands, demand as to how much demand is there for this kind of which I think there is a lot. And in the coming years, I think this is going to be something that people will need, and it will be a lot in demand. Um,
I
all,
think it is. Yeah,
sorry, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Please continue, ma'am.
Yeah, so basically, this is something that I feel will require a little bit of standardization. I have started it, and I do hope that it gets pulled into a deeper mode. And as image consultants and psychologists, we can all utilize this resource to educate our people, and hopefully everything falls in place. And I'll be sending the book to some of the people who I think will be able to pull this across and make it into something which can be given and infused with academics in schools and universities, and made it into like a textbook or something like that.
Oh, okay. So actually, this is the great concept, and as per the conversation and the concept, and once I have complete the reading of the book, I understand that this is actually in India. Basically, it is very important. In US and other countries, they are already implementing it. But in India, in the rural areas, that is actually image management. No one know about this. So if there is a particular textbook on that topic, so that will be very great. And also this will show the reflect our image in the for the international countries as well, like how they see us. So if we are a well groomed, and we follow the image consultant, and according to that, if we are, so that is actually a very high chance that we are get qualified in international interviews as well. And I think this book and the concept which you are sharing, and doing your hard work on that, I think this will be a great thing you are going, and in future we are getting lot of results from that.
Yes, I hope so. I do plan to make this book into different languages, and I do go out of Mumbai to places, to towns which are seeking this kind of services. And I've seen a lot of changes from the time that I came to India, and I've been here for a couple of years now, almost about 13, 14 years. And I do go to other states where I do workshops and trainings, and I feel very happy that everybody wants something like that. I remember I did a workshop in Gujarat, and I had almost all the parents come to me and say that could you please take our children under your wings and teach them certain things which may not be city specific, or metro, in the metro cities, but these are basic skills which are required everywhere. And I do believe that if I can reach out to every Indian in my country and be able to promote this and to train them, I mean, that will give me a lot of joy. And I definitely see that it'll bring about a lot of international and global recognition. Definitely.
So that is great. So sorry for that. Actually, I'm asking a too much question to you.
No, it's
But
okay.
yeah, but don't take a rest. I have one more question in my
Oh,
mind. Okay. So
yeah.
like, are there specific populations or industries where you have found the psychological approach to the image management is the most urgently needed? So any specific?
Yeah, first, I think everybody needs it, but since you're asking me to define it in a very specific target
Specific.
audience, then I think it is the youth, the young adults, the adolescents. Then I think corporates and the professionals. We are not only talking about metro cities and the glossy part of it, but I'm also looking at giving the services to a lot more people. I think one more place that this is going to work very well is the healthcare industry. And I
Mm,
am also talking. I'm not talking about just the management which is at a certain level, but in the healthcare industry, I am also talking about the caregivers. I'm also talking about the patient. The first impression is so important. Like when a healthcare person walks in and the way they behave and communicate with the patient, that's really really important. So that is one specific industry that I'm looking at. And of course, with AI coming in, I have to start thinking about on those
Yeah.
aspects. Yes,
Actually, it changed the way of thinking, actually, the
yes.
AI. Yeah. So, ma'am, then all the questions I have asked with you, then I have some rapid fire questions as well. Okay. That the first question is that when we are getting the Hindi edition of this book.
The Hindi edition, I mean, as soon as my publisher and you all are ready to publish it in Hindi, definitely. In fact, it was very interesting. I made a reel of one of the topics of the book Unbroken, the role of psychology in your image management, and I think Facebook has now come up with language, and it allowed me to convert it and translate it into Hindi, Spanish, and one more language. And it was really very nice. And I also intend to do, of course, an audio book where I can read both Hindi and English. And of
Yeah.
course, the different regional languages also, if it gets converted, definitely. I mean, that wasn't rapid, but I just explained quite a bit to you.
Yeah, yeah, but that is fine. So the
Yeah.
next question is like, approximately how many pages are there in the book?
In this current book, it's
Yeah,
359. And last
359 pages. Yeah, yeah. The last pages are very important for the readers.
most
Yeah.
important. And you
Yeah.
will have a learning in that also.
Yeah, so we have something for our readers. It just buy the book and take a snapshot of the last page and share your thoughts about it and tag and collaborate to the ma'am. And out of that, only three readers will get some next book in a free of cost. Like only three winners out of them, we are giving the three copies, additional pre-ordered copies to the our lucky winners.
Yeah, so these three winners will have to will have to uh, click a picture of that page,
Yeah.
which is
Click.
written across, because then
Just,
that,
just, yeah. Just buy the book, click the picture of the last page, just mention to the ma'am, okay, and share what you think about the last page. And out of them, only three winners get a chance to read the book before the book is releasing in a pre-launch.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's very good. That's a good thing that you've done,
yeah.
because I find that page very interesting. But you have to read through the book to actually do something on that page.
Yeah, so I think as per the reading about the comments they are sharing, you will, I think, as per the author, you will easily understand that the people read the book or not read the book. Because if someone read the book, then the concept of the thinking is absolutely changed, and
Yes.
that will be showing in the comment section.
Yes, definitely. And I have put that page because I found that psychological concept very, very interesting when I was studying for it. And it was actually told to me by one of my teachers. And that is a concept that I read. And prior to that, I was always a reader. I was always a reader from childhood. So from prior to that, I used to do that, but I did not know that that was also a concept. So I just thought that for my readers, I should put this in my page. And I do hope some of you are going to write something and take a picture and send it to me, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is not only a one thing we are doing. In future, like in I think in a December, in month of Christmas, we are also doing one thing for our lucky readers. So we request all the pupils to read the book properly, and then we are doing something special for this book as well. So just wait till December. On 25th December, we are doing something great, and I think you will be all the people will be like this concept.
Yes. And you can please reach out to me at any given time if you do want to understand anything at all from the book. I will be very happy to answer your questions or anything that you don't understand.
Yeah, I think we got a one more appreciation for author Deep as well. Once again, like it seems interesting, and that I just wanted to explain. Like, ma'am put I think whole heart and soul on this book. Like we have worked till night as well for some days to make it live, and we request all the readers to at least buy the book and read the book and share the your after reading the book, share your feedback. That will be absolutely great, and appreciating the author as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Uh, it's it's
Yes. Hmm.
it's a very proud moment for me because I've been able to do this for my people and for the nation. My family comes from it's a military background, and I feel this is the least that I can do for my people.
Okay, that's great. uh, like I got a one more like a peer answer. So good to know that it is really inspiring and inspiration. So thank you to the author Deep, like just have the conversation till now. uh, like now I have a last question, ma'am, about our company, like with working with the Rise Insight and Evancepub Publishing, and as a personally with me as well. So how you feel about our work? How is how we are working? So what is your experience with us, ma'am?
Yeah,
I just take a moment. Actually, Author Deep wants a one signed copy of you. So that is definitely great, sir. We just request you to share your address in our inbox. My Vandita ma'am will share a one signed copy at your address at your address directly.
of course.
So that was the, yeah. So now I have questions about our company, the Rise Insight and Evancepub Publishing. What you feel with working with us, ma'am?
So, firstly, I wanted to thank author Deep Trivedi. I mean, he's such a renowned author himself, and for him to say something like this, it's a great honor for me, and I'll definitely send him my signed copy. For you guys, actually, the concept of this book was there, the content was there, and I was a little apprehensive, because of so much of things happening around, and I found you guys on the social media platform. And I remember writing to you guys that this is what I want, and sometimes the atmosphere in India can be very unethical and very
Yeah,
unprofessional, right? You guys just replied promptly, which was like, I was like a little taken aback because even today people take a lot of time to reply back. I remember you calling, you immediately called me, you took all my concerns. You also heard me out. I mean, I think that is really, really important because people are, I mean, other places that I called, uh, uh, they did not hear me out. They had this standard thing and they were promoting that, but I had a lot of concerns because this was my first book, and I think at the Rise Insight, and especially my interaction with you has been there for almost about 6 to 8 months now, and it has been absolutely wonderful. You guys are such professionals, and I'm sorry I have messaged you at like some, and I've called you, I've chased you so many times that this is not right, that is not correct, this is how it should be. And you guys have taken care of everything that I have asked of you. And that is the reason that I have this book today. So thank you so much to the Rise Insight and to Evincepub, and of course all the people that I have met. I'm very grateful to you, because this was something I always wanted to be an author, because and I wanted this book to be out there. So thank you so much. I don't know what else to say.
So that is the great feedback, ma'am. Uh, we just still 200 plus people's watching us, and I think we done a conversation of around of 1 hour. And actually, this is the first time I saw like 200 people's still there in the conversation. So now, just conclude. We need a conclusion,
Of
like why the people need to read the book, buy the book, and then we just end this conversation.
I think all the conversation that we've had, and you've asked me some really great questions about the book, which I think the people who are watching this have been able to understand that this book is not just a frivolous book about what you should wear, or what colors. It's not about image makeover. I remember when I started my career as an image consultant, when I moved here, everybody used to say, "वो अपना before after picture करवा दीजिए," and we need to dress up for this particular situation and for this event. You please dress us up. Behavior and communication का थोड़ा सा आप बता दीजिए, table etiquettes का बता दीजिए. That is all that is going. But I used to be very uncomfortable, because for me, it was not dressing up the person for that particular event or for that particular situation. I wanted to be a lot more. So I would start talking to people, I would start asking them queries, and if I could do something more than what other image consultants were doing. So I I cannot force anybody to buy the book, but I really recommend it. It's not because I feel that oh, mera sale hona chahiye and all that thing. I genuinely feel that this is really going to help you to understand who you are, why you are doing certain things, why you have to do certain things, and from there your journey is going to start, and it will only lead you to victory and success in your life. And I am very sure, like all the clients that I have trained till today, they have reached different victory points. They are repeat clients. They also come back, because it is a journey of self growth. So you have to be very patient and consistent with what you're reading in the book, and apply it. And like I've said it earlier as well, that if there's anything that you would like to ask me, I will be very happy to help you out. With that, do join our programs. And if you can get the book along with it, uh, the all the concepts that are in the book, we utilize in our training, and you will be able to understand, and you will always thank that you got this book.
Okay, so now I think many people will be going to buy the book after this conversation.
I hope.
Now, yeah, I think sadly, I just wanted to like now we have all the questions covered in this conversation, and now this is important that now the people have to buy this book. And if we are going to cover all this thing in this conversation only, then no one be going to buy the book. So now we have a request that people just go to the Amazon and buy the book. And after reading the book, this is very important that you have to share the last page, snapshot of the last page on your Instagram, just do write something about that, what you feel about after reading the book, and then just tag to the author, and out of them only three winners will get the book after the before the pre-launch of the next edition.
Yes, yes, yes. Please do that. And it's truly coming from my heart that please read the book. It comes from a very genuine heart, and I really want I really want my people to have global recognition and to be treated as we are. We are culturally very, very rich. There are just certain things that we need to tweak within our own selves, and with that kind of an image and the strength that we get from within, I think we will be able to make a lot of difference globally.
Yeah. So now we are just waiting for the feedback, and now in this conversational with this new concept with new books, we are doing more discussions about the book, about the journey of Vandita ma'am. So as of now, with this in this conversational, we are just going to end the meeting, and we will meet you in the future as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for staying back. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And Vikrant, thank you very much for this. I think you will be putting up this video in some of
Yeah,
the.
this
Uh,
will be available. Okay.
yeah, keep you informed. Thank you so much for watching, and please do collect your copies.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.